have a story of a sister by the name of Patricia Frieson. Now, she was the first person, a retired nurse, to pass away of the coronavirus in the state of Illinois. Now, there are people out there that are saying that black people can't get the coronavirus. And I'm doing this story to say, yes, we can. And they have black people that have been catching that. They'll say, oh, well, it won't be as bad on us because we got melanin. Look, if you can catch a cold, if you can catch a flu, you can catch a coronavirus, okay? Now, this was the major issue with the situation with this sister. So they said that she would be in the first to die. It was just a barrier to their grieving, okay? They said the whole point is she said she's not here anymore. She died Monday after she tested positive for the coronavirus. She's 61 years old and had a history of respiratory issues, including severe asthma and lymphedema, which are pre-existing condition. When you have pre-existing conditions, which a lot of black Americans do, a lot of times you're dealing with diabetes. Some of you have high blood pressure. Some of you dealing with all kind of issues going on out there. Some of you have asthma. Some of you have allergies real bad. Some of you have autoimmune disease. So coronavirus isn't good for people who have pre-existing conditions as well. So she went to urgent care at the University of Chicago Medical Center on March the 12th after days of difficult breathing. And said due to her medical history, it said she was admitted and diagnosed with pneumonia, because coronavirus starts off almost like a cold almost, but then it could turn into a pneumonia, and that's what's really killing people, especially at the point they can't hardly breathe and they need a ventilator. So they said she was eventually isolated and placed in intensive care. When the test results came back positive, she was hooked up to a ventilator. She was the sixth of 9 children. Her death, devastated her large family, and to make matters worse, she died alone because her family wasn't allowed to come near her. Yeah, because she was basically in quarantine, unless they had, their own protection equipment, which even the hospitals don't even have protection equipment. And yeah, that's bad. You dying alone like that. Oh man, that's not even right. They said that it was very difficult, to put her in isolation like that and no one could come see her. I can imagine, because if you're gonna pass away, you definitely want to be around people, that love you. So they said that she, was a, great nurse. She cared for a lot of people. They said, but despite her health issues, she was quite an amazing woman, maintaining her independence. They said whenever she had issues with her breathing, she'd go to the doctor. And they said every once in a while, they said her asthma required medical treatment. She admitted to the hospital, but she'd get recalibrated, come out good as new. They said she recently hosted a large gathering for her family members. They were advised to quarantine themselves as well and to get tested for coronavirus. So with that being said, yes, black people can catch it. Now you're talking about the continent of Africa. They're saying, well, why a lot of people aren't catching it there? One study I read is that coronavirus don't like hot temperatures. And right now it's hot in the continent of Africa. Here, we're barely going to start getting into it. Now, here in Houston, it's really about to get hot. It's going to be in the 90s this week. And that's good. And if those 90s can stay, then the coronavirus issue won't be a problem down here as much. But they also were saying that the coronavirus, like those colder climates, like in Illinois or New York, Washington State, areas like California, you have a colder climate than you would have down here in the South, where you have a lot of heat and humidity. So I'm just saying, there's different things I've been reading up on. That's why they kind of project the deal with the coronavirus, at least until it starts getting real hot again. That's why they keep giving that maybe up to 10 weeks, 12 weeks. That's why they're putting those numbers out there. But don't think that black people cannot catch coronavirus, because if we're living in this country around these folks and their hygiene, we can be susceptible to it. That's why black folks really need to practice social distancing, especially if you have a pre-existing condition. Practice social distancing. Don't be out there at the beach with them folks at. Chill your nerves. We've done all kinds of things before we even had access to do the things we're doing now. So let that pass, but don't listen to people say, you can't catch that because of your melanin. You can't do this. Listen. And most of the people talking, not a doctor, and if they are a doctor telling you that, then that's a quack doctor. That's how I look at that, personally. I believe what you should do is build your immune system. You should do that. and eat the right foods to build that up. And maybe certain supplements that is proven to work for your immune system, that's cool. But outside of that, no, you take all precaution that you can. And especially, you know, our brothers and sisters with pre-existing conditions, so we don't deal with these issues with this coronavirus. It's real out here, folks. It is real. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the situation with our sister passing away with this coronavirus. Please take this seriously. All over the country, take it seriously. Do not act like, oh, it ain't gonna happen to me. Anything can happen to you.